The Hong Kong Geopark is a remarkable time machine, covering the 400 million years that separate our youngest from our oldest rocks. It is a wonderful picture album, capturing massive formations and landform changes so vividly that we need little guidance to begin to understand them. This rock that seems so solid is in fact living and ever-changing, fragile even, like so much of our heritage. Our adventure starts on Ma Si Chow, at the western edge of Tolo Channel. This tiny island, which we can walk to over a tombolo, is one of Hong Kong's most ancient islands, and it's a miniature encyclopedia of geology. We find here an amazing variety of geological structures and sedimentary rock. The oldest sedimentary rock is located on its southeastern coast and was formed during the Permian period, 280 million years ago. The rock types are grey mudstone and siltstone. Over time, silt and mud deposited on ancient ocean beds have been formed into rock layers or strata, each one well defined. Such strata are also very evident in the colourful display at Lai Chi Chong, some 8 kilometres to the east, on the southern shore of Tolo Channel. Much of the sedimentary rock here was formed from volcanic ash about 140 million years ago. Plant fossils such as ferns are found in the tuffite and tufaceous sandstone along the coastline. Port Island, further to the north in Mears Bay, the reddish-brown to pink palette of the conglomerate and sandstone has desert overtones. Indeed, this formation, tinged with oxides of iron, dates back to a period with an arid, semi-desert climate. This was during the Cretaceous period, around 100 million years ago. It was around the very end of this period that the Earth's huge population of dinosaurs suddenly became extinct. At Wong Chuk Kok Tsui, also known as Bluff Head, are Hong Kong's oldest rocks, formed in the Devonian period, 400 million years ago. This splendid formation was created by river delta deposits. The horizontal sedimentary layers were pushed and folded by tectonic forces to form a vertical alignment. Further to the northeast is Tung Ping Chow. We are now moving forward in time to Hong Kong's youngest rocks, 55 million years old. These sedimentary rocks resulted from deposits in lakes. The island is flat, with stunning landforms which are admirable works of nature. First, at Gang Lao Shek, towards its southeast corner, are two distinctive sea stacks on a wave-cut platform. This platform is itself a noted coastal feature. At Lan Quorsay, the wide platform is backed by a cliff 25 meters high and is completely covered at high tide. The platform is still young, as can be seen by the continual wave attack on the receding cliff. On the island's west coast, Lung Lok Se, or Dragon Going Down to the Water, is named after a layer of cherty siltstone that has resisted erosion more than the surrounding siltstone, creating the illusion of a dragon's spiny back. Near the northern end of this coast, the waves have almost completely eroded a channel between Cham Keng Chau and the main island. West of Mers Bay, we come to the last of the 4 sites in the Northeast New Territories area of the Hong Kong Geopark, an idyllic stretch of water known as Double Haven. At the end of the last glacial period, which took place 8,000 to 6,000 years ago, sea levels rose to drown this area with its reddish coastline. Little islands were left where once there were mountain peaks, and the area is full of sharply indented shorelines and dramatic headlands. We now move well south to the Sai Kung East region of the Geopark. The first area is High Island. Close to the east dam of the reservoir, we find a superb example of closely arranged hexagonal or 6-sided rock columns. These came about when volcanic ash was ejected from deep underground and deposited in a caldera, where it cooled and contracted evenly, forming vertical rock joints. Nearby, Dai Long Wan offers geologists and nature lovers alike a treat. A splendid array of coastal landforms and a stunningly beautiful beach. Wang Chau and Basalt and Bluff Islands, known as the Ung Kong Group, are 3 volcanic islands. Guangzhou has borne the full force of wind and wave, with much erosion, creating many caves and steep cliffs, as well as more six-sided columns. The vertical joints of these columns are easily eroded. On Basalt Island, one result is the splendid 45-metre-high sea arch at Lam Wan Kok. These coastal landforms have been strongly shaped by heavy ocean swells and waves, and by weather and climate. A visit to Sharp Island reveals a rich diversity of volcanic rocks, including Utexite and rhyolite. On its west, Sharp Island is connected to a smaller island by a tombolo made up mainly of cobblestones. This can be crossed on foot when the tide is low. The Ninepin group of islands is in the very south of the Sai Kung East region of the Geopark. These are Hong Kong's most remote and craggy islands, and are full of abrasion landforms. Here, six-sided rock columns are up to 2 meters in diameter and are famous for their awe-inspiring beauty. As we leave the Geopark, we recall the immense pressures that created rocks from the sediments of ancient rivers and oceans, and the volcanic forces that drove them upwards from the fiery interior of the Earth. As long as the Earth survives, geological change will continue on both large and small scales. With so many remarkable features, and so much beauty in such a compact area, the Hong Kong Geopark is a world-scale attraction. The Living Rock.